Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Garden Bros Nuclear Circus. This circus plays all throughout the East Coast and the Midwest. So what you're going to see here is likely what you're going to see in your neck of the woods. I went to this circus with my family, and there's some things that I really enjoyed and there's some things that I didn't like so much. And part of the reason why I made this video is to help you understand if going here is the right move for you and your family, and to first understand if it's worth your time, and most importantly, is it worth your money. I usually don't like to start off my videos with the negative, but the first thing I didn't really like about coming here was that I had to pay for parking. I really didn't realize that at the time because it was a huge parking lot in front of the circus. So I thought I could just park here, but I couldn't. So just be mindful that if it's in your neck of the woods, don't anticipate that you're going to be able to park there for free. Now, I also came there because I had a free ticket for one of my kids. Now, just so you understand, they consider a child to be someone under the age of 13 years old. My first recommendation to you is to get there early. Now, if you look at this overview, you'll see two different color seats. You'll see a blue seat and you'll see a red seat. Now, the blue seats are general admission. That means you can sit anywhere you want to in the blue seats, and some seats are a lot better than others. So I highly recommend, if you want to avoid having an obstructed view or not having a good seat, get there early. At this production, it wasn't that full, so it wasn't a big deal, but I can see how on maybe a Friday or Saturday night it could be a problem. One of my concerns in coming here was whether or not the performances were going to be A-level. In fact, my expectations were not that high, and that's because of the name of the circus. Garden Bros Nuclear Circus is a horrible name for a circus. So my expectations were quite low because I've never heard of it before. And in this video, I'm going to show you practically most of the big level performances. Now, in spite of the name of the circus, you're going to be quite surprised at the quality of performances you're going to find here. Now, I'd just like to point out this, like in all my videos, no one is compensating me in any way to make these comments. They are strictly my opinion after having seen the show. There are 3 levels of seating. The blue chairs are general admission, like we talked about earlier. The red chairs are premium, and then the yellow section, which is the closest, is VIP. We upgraded to premium, and as you can see, we got a closer view, and it enhanced the performance. Now, was it worth the extra money we paid for it? I can't say it was worth it. Now, I want to talk about the quality of the performance, whether or not it's going to be really worth your time and your money. I wasn't going there with a lot of high expectations. In other words, I didn't think that it was going to be that good. I really just went there because my son wanted to go. So I took him there, and I was pleasantly surprised. Now, one of the good things about the premium and VIP seating is like performances like this that involve small animals. When you're closer up, you're able to understand and appreciate those performances a lot more. But overall, I thought that the performance was extremely good. I thought it was very entertaining. They changed it up all the time. The variety of performance really made the entire production very interesting. You just now saw some horses perform, and in the past, circuses across the country and the world really got beat up by how they treated their animals. But for the most part, the performances that I saw in this circus only involved 2 acts that had animals. One was a dog and the other one was a horse. But for the most part, it was all human maneuvering. I did think it was quite clever how they kept the audience engaged. This is a clown, and he was interacting with people in the audience. Here they brought some kids up stage, and they're actually changing up performances, but they always kept the audience engaged. So from the start to finish, and you're looking at about an hour and a half, the entire audience is engaged in the circus. One of the things that I thought was quite daring is how most of the high acrobatic performance did so without the benefit of a safety net. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about some of the other aspects about the circus that I didn't like or that you need to watch out for, and this is it right here. When it comes to all the add-ons, you talk about parking, you can't get around that. But then the food and everything else, if you come there with an appetite, you're gonna leave, you're gonna regret it. The food is good, but it's extremely expensive. And after the performances, there's always opportunities for you to spend more money. The $1 million question is the circus worth it? And the answer is, it depends. If you're okay spending $100 for, say, 2 people, then absolutely. But for me, it wasn't.